I'm back. And yeah, I got something to say. And I'm telling y'all now, what you need to do is download this video before it gets taken down. Because people are going to catch feelings on this one. I'm letting y'all know that now. Okay? So just letting you know. I've seen it all. I've seen the fighting. I've seen the accusations. I've seen the threats. I've seen the hate. And I've seen the bigotry. I've seen it all. And the racism. Oh, yeah. Don't forget that one. I've seen it all. Okay? So let's just get into this, okay? Let's just get into this. But YouTube Nation, Main Event TV, a.k.a. Me TV, a.k.a. The Street Sweeper. And I'll tell you this now. I got a lot of trash to sweep up right now, all right? I got a lot of it. Because the Cool Kids Club is trying to come back. But not how you think it is. Just letting you know that, okay? So now, with that said, let's talk about Dr. Disrespect. I know it's been a couple months since I put up a video, and I know y'all all probably already noticed, but I don't think y'all understand exactly what's going on. I mean, y'all know what happened with Dr. Disrespect. So, but what was going on in the background with all these people, okay? Let's talk about it. So, Dr. Disrespect, as you know, he admitted to sending sexual messages to minors. He's a pedophile. That's what he is, okay? I told y'all before on video, don't trust this dude. I told y'all. Didn't I not? I told y'all. So with that said, can't say I didn't tell you. His arrogance got the best of him, like I said it would, and he felt he was untouchable. Nah, bro. Nobody is untouchable. Nobody. Just remember that. All right, people? With that said, he tried to talk to some minors, and, everyone was defending him. Nick Merckx defended him. Was it Tim the Tap Man defended him? Mark Kern defended him, Quartering defended him. Everyone defended him. Everyone. No, it can't be him. He couldn't have done that. Yeah. And then he admitted he did this shit. And all of them felt fucking salty. Matter of fact, let's look at Tim the Tap Man's reaction when he finds out.
If what he is saying, where he said that he was messaging a minor and it would sometimes lead to teeter on inappropriate, if he knew that was a minor and those were the messages being sent, I cannot support that.
So let's get something straight, all right? I understand people are going to say, well, he doesn't go for that, and, he's against that and everything. That's good. It sounds like it's good, right? But the fact that he said it was teetering it's teetering. No, the fuck it wasn't. Call pedophilia for what the fuck it is. All right? That's what it is. We're not going to downplay pedophilia. All right? It's not teetering. No, it happened. He admitted it happened. All right? And it was already reported that he knew the person was that old and continued to do it. So it goes to show you there's no teetering about it. But he wants to sit there and try to downplay pedophilia. Well, it was just teetering, but I don't like it, but it was teetering. No, the fuck it wasn't. Call it for what it is. What kind of man are you to sit here and say that? It's ridiculous. But let's move on from that, because with that said, when Dr. Disrespect decides that, he's going to admit it, the Quartering comes out, Quarterburger, he comes out and says, well, firm handshakes. Firm handshakes. Are you serious? You're shaking the man's hand because he came out and admitted he was a pedophile. That's what you're coming out and saying. Now, of course, when I say this, Quartering's got a lot of problems going on when it comes to children and when it comes to minors. He does. Because for those who don't know, Quartering actually tried to tell child predators how to hide their CP.
It's more of a public service announcement than anything else. At the office this week, we had a situation where one of the techs came across some pictures on a customer's computer that were of the child pornography variety. I don't really know if there's any tack way to put that. But the customer was reported and subsequently arrested, I believe, is last that I heard. And is even more serious. However, I've never known a tech in my life that ever took anything other than like videos or music off computers. But the point of this video is just to remind people that, you know, as techs, we read your emails, so to speak. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it happens. So if you have things that you don't want computer techs to see, you know, you should delete them or rename them.
Delete them or change the name. Are you fucking shit, you fucking bearded porky pig? Let me tell you something real quick. I'm not trying to hear that this is just taken out of context and it needs to be clarified. No, I'm not trying to hear that shit. All right? This is what you said. Understand, people, really quickly. I'm running the gauntlet with these guys. Understand that this comes down to you are what you attract. And that's what you're going to see today. You are what you attract. All right? Because for those who do not know, Court is also a Nazi sympathizer. That's right. He gets mad when you say fuck Hitler because Hitler won a Nobel Peace Prize. So because he won a Nobel Peace Prize, say that 3 times fast, a Nobel Peace Prize, that you're going to tell me that disregards all the other bad shit he did? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? Because it's a bunch of bullshit. I guess that needs clarifying too, huh? I guess it does. See, this is fucking stupid. It really is. Because afterwards, and I want to make sure I get this right now, all right? Afterwards, Melonie Mac, that's right, Melonie Mac, the poster girl for hepatitis. Let me tell you something, all right? Melonie Mac decides she's going to defend him when I confront her about this. She's defending him, that's right. She tells me that I'm brainless. She tells me that, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. And here's the thing about Melonie Mac. I don't know who takes her seriously due to the fact that she has shitty video game opinions anyway. But, you know what I mean? It's like, seriously. She liked DMC Devil May Cry and said it's the best game ever. Yeah, okay, right, sure, right, right. So, with that said, you have to understand that she called me brainless for thinking that what Court said about firm handshakes and all this other shit, that he was taken out of context. That's what she said. She said he clarified all this in her video, if I watch it. Get the fuck out of here. First off, no one's watching your fucking video and giving you views and clicks and you get money. I'm not stupid, okay? And I told you that before. I'm not fucking stupid. I see what y'all doing. And she said, oh no, you don't know what's going on. You're just following the hive and everything that's going on with it. He didn't mean it that way. And, you know, you shouldn't be taking it that way. And if you do, then guess what? You're stupid. I shouldn't be talking to you. Get the fuck out of here with this whole bullshit. That's what she said, all right? That's exactly what she said. So when I said, oh, since you called me brainless and all, I'm like, so, after I said I don't believe that, Court would, I don't believe there's no clarification for that, because I said, get the fuck out of here. Just like I'm saying right now, get the fuck out of here. That's exactly how I said it. She thinks I was in my feelings. I'm like, no, I'm not in my feelings. I'm cool with this. I'm talking to you. You know what I mean? And then I say, so how's the husband? And she gets mad. She gets mad. See, I knew you were getting in your feelings and you were getting personal with me. First, you called me brainless. You were the one who started the insults, dumbass. You're not a victim. You're a volunteer. I'm not trying to hear it, okay? And yet, we still have this problem with Melonie Mac. Because she decides her new shtick, because, video games weren't getting it done. Because she said herself that, the journalists and all thing, they're getting watered down and video games being watered down. It's not that. It's the way y'all carry yourselves. It's culture vulture and also culture wars that are in gaming. We will talk about that later, people, okay? We'll talk about that. But understand that she has taken a new lane where she feels she can say the F word just for clicks. That's all she does now. That's what she's known for. If you don't believe me, here you go.
Fag. Huge fan of the word fag. I don't think the fags cared about being called fag.
We're becoming
to say
friends
the word fag.
right now. Fag, faggot, baggot.
Yeah, there you go.
So you think it's funny? Ha ha, it's funny. Ha ha, it's a joke. Ha ha, it's a barrel of laugh. That's what you believe, huh? These people are supposed to be adults, but they're not. They're kids. All right, they're mentally stunted kids. 13-year-old mentality, but an adult body. That's what it is. She's a little girl, not a woman, a little girl. That's how I see it, all right? But let's move on to more of this, okay? Because I want Melonie, I want you to go outside, and I want you to ask people who are gay, lesbian, bisexual, trans people. I want you to ask them, when the word was used towards them, when they got their ass kicked, was it funny? I want you to understand. I want you to know that. Was it funny? You did the same thing. You and Court did the same thing with black people. They're the same thing. Why do they get to say the N-word and we don't? Bitch, because we changed it. That's why. It went from a slur to being positive. Never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. That's what it means. And you don't understand it because you're not part of that culture. Yet y'all want to step in the culture and be able to use the word. No, you don't get to do it. Stay out of black folks' business. Jesus Christ. But this is more what they say. Let's get to it, all right? They say, or should I say, she says, all right? Melonie Mac says, most homosexuals are misogynists. Okay. Okay. A little embarrassing, but okay. Namely, the rainbow parading ones. As catty as women are with more aggression. It says, don't bow down to them, they will bully you. Derogatory speech against women is in their daily vernacular, but we are not allowed to say the F word, as she says it, as a joke with outrage. Now, I've already expressed my opinion on why you shouldn't say that word, and you're going to get feedback. You're going to get pushback. All right? You are. No matter how you like it or not. So, as far as I'm concerned, she knows what's going on, but she's still doing it. So that's rage bait. That's rage bait. Okay? Just reviews. I'm gonna break this down for y'all, all right? So when she says this, I want to know, Melonie, most homosexuals, misogynists, did you go outside and ask anybody? Did you got any a poll or any stats or any data? What's going on here? You don't, because you're pissing in the wind, or should I say squatting in the wind. You're squatting in the wind with this bullshit. That's what you're doing. You're just making shit up as you go along, and you have no proof of any of this. But you keep typing, you are typing, all right? Where it's on your phone or your computer. You are typing this bullshit out, knowing ahead of time what you're going to say. This is not word salad for you. All right? You know exactly what you're doing. For those who don't know, all right, and we'll get into this, because she's trying to build an empire here. For those who don't know, ever since she's taken on this word as a slogan, there's been many, and I mean many, things going on with her with this. Because for those who don't know, she's got shirts now with her face on, well, her cartoon face on it, saying the F word. She's selling t-shirts. That's right. And I put it like this. If she's not selling t-shirts, which I believe she's selling t-shirts, then she's getting money from it. All right? That's what it is. You got these people thinking, oh, she's saying it, she's so cool and rebellious. No, it's just fucking stupid. It's just fucking stupid. That's all it is. It's a stupid grift. Now she got shirts and shit that you can get, and everyone wants to buy one now, it seems. It's a grift. For those who don't understand that, please understand it's a grift. But I have more news, all right? I do. Because for those who don't know, the internet, or should I say gamers, got tired of her shit. Got tired of it. All right? And this is what happened. They dug into her personal stuff. So when I asked Melonie, I said, how's the husband? That's when she started running away and said it was personal, right? Because it's already been put out there. For those who don't know, Melonie Mac is a 37-year-old woman with no kids and a failed marriage that only lasted 9 months and haven't dated or gotten laid since her divorce 3 years ago. It says, before the divorce, Melonie was cool. And if those don't know, I will talk about that. I'll show y'all the pictures where she talked about loving gay people, and that if Nathan Drake was gay, she would support it. If Chris Redfield was gay, she supported, and she supported gay people and was just being supportive of very things and being accepting. Understandable. But then it says after her divorce, she became bitter, hateful, weird, and extremely Christian and shallow. Now, here's the thing. I have to ask these people because it's ridiculous that they're doing this. Did your husband leave you for a gay person? I don't understand. Have you sought therapy? No, you probably haven't. And then you turn to the church and say, "Oh, this is God's doing, and I'm a person of God, and I'm a follower of God. I'm a believer of God." Then you go on spamming the F word. You want to talk scripture and then do that shit. That goes to show you, you're not part of the church. You're faking it. And I know you're faking it. Because why? Because God don't like ugly. He didn't tell you to go out there and do that. No way. If you know your scripture, you know your scripture. You know you shouldn't be doing this shit. But you're doing it anyway. God don't like ugly. If anything, he cast you out for this bullshit. But we have more news. Right? That's what we have. Because we have more people who want to step up and say something. All right? So, Melonie tells me that, you know, again, we've got to go fall back to quartering. So, Melonie, as you see in the text, she says that, you know, this is one of those things where he was just clarifying some stuff and it wasn't what you thought it was. So, this is the first tweet back to quartering that he said after, you know, his little video with Melonie. This is what he said right after. He says, really wanted Doc to be innocent, but he wasn't. By his own admission, that's why I deleted my firm handshakes reply. Okay? You may have noticed, ready, leftoids spamming it in my reply. Alright? So now it's the left's fault. It's the left's fault. It's not your fault for being a fucking idiot, alright? It says, after I reread his statement, after he deleted then added back minor, it just felt weird. What do you mean feel weird? As soon as he put minor into it, you should have been like, oh hell no. I don't support this shit. You said it felt weird. Now here's the thing about this, okay? Because you weren't the first on the scene to see the edited version of, you know, Dr. Disrespect. You saw the version of him putting in minor before that. And you still tweeted it. And you still tweeted it. That's what it is. Alright? You weren't the first on the scene. Many people saw it. Many people said shit about it. And you decided to walk in there and be like, firm handshakes, because I respect you as a pedophile. Fuck out of here. There's no clarification in the world for that. I'm not trying to hear, oh, well, he changed it at the time. No. Because people, when he changed it, guess what they did? They deleted the comments and they tweeted again, accusing him of doing that. You didn't do that. You weren't outraged. You just felt weird. I don't understand that. A pedophile's a pedophile. You get him the fuck out of here, right? So, Melonie, when you tell me that, he talked about this and that, he was clarifying this is what he said. Because this is his grift. He's not apologizing for it at all. None of y'all apologize for shit anyway, it seems. I don't understand this. Y'all say shit bad, y'all get called on it, and then y'all just act like it never happened. I don't understand how y'all sleep at night like this. I don't understand. You know you're wrong. You did wrong. Then, do it. I mean, come on, man. Come on. But let's go into Babyface versus heel. Because he's got some... Look, I told y'all about this dude before. I told y'all he's a fucking idiot. And y'all didn't want to believe me. I told y'all about, yelling about pronouns and all that. It's a grift. I said he's a grifter. And some of y'all said, no. He's right. You're just misunderstanding him. And but yeah, really? This is what he fucking said. Are you ready? All right. The pride flag doesn't represent gay acceptance. Okay. We already know that's a bunch of bullshit. That was achieved decades ago. Really? Decades ago. So you understand that there's people who can't go to different countries because they're gay. They would be killed, let alone waving a flag out there. You understand that, right? It's not achieved decades ago. That acceptance has not been decades. Where the fuck are you getting this? You see what I'm saying, people? This is what they do. And they're pushing culture wars onto gaming. We will talk about that some more. Because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck this has to do with gaming. They say they're gamers, and then they all talk about politics. Or culture wars, whatever you want to talk about. One or two. They don't talk about gaming. Alright? It says it represents a totally... it's small, so you have to understand. It represents a totalitarian stance that you must accept and bow down to or be branded as an enemy of the state. It represents a cult mentality and a fascistic in nature. And it's fascistic in nature. Try saying that 5 times fast. Jesus Christ. So, with that being said, that's what he had, he said. And I'm thinking to myself, you can't be more fucking stupid. You can't be. Nothing but bad takes from this guy. Nothing. And y'all, this the guy y'all respect? This the guy y'all respect. I'm giving to y'all how it is, straight. Alright? I'm giving to y'all how it is. And this is the motherfucker that's being applauded. All these motherfuckers are being applauded for saying dumb shit. Okay, let's move on. Jesus Christ. I don't understand. So, let's start with Mark Kern. Yeah, you know what? It's not a day on Twitter that I don't dunk on Mark Kern. He's that bad at tweeting. He's terrible at tweeting, all right? But let's get into it because Mark Kern, another fucking idiot who needs to be put in his place, all right? For those asking, Activision and Call of Duty, this is what he's saying, and Daniel Defense, which is an ad, are being sued by the Uvalde family lawyers in a ridiculous case that claims the branded weapons and video game reckless encourage the violence. They will, if they win such a ludicrous claim, it will put Daniel Defense out of business and hurt video games and the Second Amendment. Let's stop right there. First off, all these people love to talk about the Second Amendment, yet they don't read, what it actually does. They'll probably know one phrase and that's it. So you can't go by that, one part of it. And it's stupid. And he needs to do research on that. But I will say that I was okay with this tweet for a while. This part of the tweet. Because it's right. I mean, think about this. I mean, video games have been through this for years. All right? We have. They've said that Call of Duty does it. They've said that Grand Theft Auto does it. They say, any violent Gears of War, any violent video game where you can shoot another person should be destroyed. We saw them take all the copies and, run it over with the steamroller. We saw that. We saw Jack Thompson come in. We saw Anita come in. You know what I mean? And they grifted and made money off of it. We saw that. All right? And if you haven't realized, these people were doing the same thing. The same tactics, the same buzzwords. We're going to get to it, okay? They're no different. So, with that said, okay, I agree with him that, gaming is not going to this is not going to win against gaming. I don't think that if they won, that it would hurt video games all completely and, the Second Amendment. Now, I will say that I don't think they're going to win. I feel the Uvalde massacre shouldn't have happened. I feel as though the cops were fucking cowards being in there and trying to stop people, and the parents had to run in and get their kids themselves. I think all that is a bunch of bullshit, and it should be recognized for what it is. It should be. None of those guys should have their fucking jobs that were there. All right? Who gave the command? None of them. All right? At some point, you got to say, I'm breaking command, and this is what's going to happen. There are too many kids in there that are going to be shot or killed, and I'm going to do something about it. Not one. They just sat there. All those guys with their big-ass, Hummers and SUVs and all the fucking AR-15s they have, and they did nothing. Nothing. So with that said, I want to read the rest of this, because this is what I mean. Talking about gaming and then turning to culture wars. This is how quick it happens. You ready? It was irresponsible of Call of Duty to celebrate Pride Month with operator skins since several mass shootings are trans manifesto motivated. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. I get it. You don't like trans people. You're a bigot. I get it. All right? Like, that's what you are. I mean, come on now. Let's be real. And then the thing is, he thinks that he can back out of this. No. That's not how it's going to happen. You got to sit on those words and think about that. And look in the mirror and say, what the fuck have I become? You're a 50-plus-year-old man acting like this. But it's all part of the grift. All part of it. Like I said, he turned video games into culture wars. Now tell me, what the fuck does that have to do with video games? Tell me. The Call of Duty brought in Pride Month operator skins. Yeah, you want to know why? Because they want more gay people to buy their game. That's what it is. All right? That's what they're trying to do. Pull in more people. More inclusive people. That's what they're trying to do. All right? Overwatch did it too. All right? If you need more of a reference. All right? So don't give me this bullshit. And then he gets mad at saying that this should have happened. It shouldn't have happened. No, they don't feel bad about it because they knew what they were doing. They're running their game just like you're running your game. All right? Mind you, Mark Kern, when it comes to speaking about games, he's a developer that, promised a video game for like, what, 3 to 5 years now and hasn't shown anything of it. He took the money, though. He took the money from people, but he has just anything to show for it. And now he wants people to, hey, why don't you come to my stream? Why don't you come to my Discord? Like, he wants people to keep giving him money. I understand. Ever since Elon Musk, and I say Elon Musk, not Elon Musk, Elon Musk decided that he was going to monetize tweets, that's all they've been doing. They've been running game, getting paid, outrage, getting paid. This is not. They don't care about the gaming community. They don't care. That ship has long sailed. Now they're just doing it for the money. Like I said, 55-year-old man, and 50-plus-year-old man acting like this. All right, so we know what he's about. But let me finish this, okay? It was irresponsible for Call of Duty to celebrate, all right, blah, 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 trans manifesto motivated. The lawyers will use this against Activision. Activision just made things so much worse for their legal case and will hurt all games and the Second Amendment companies. Now, we know that's bullshit. We just talked about that, all right? They're not going to win anyway. They're not. So I don't understand how he even thinks that. But there's more, all right? There's a lot more that he just pokes in the business that he don't have no business in. So here we go. For those who don't know, all right, Del Walker, who is a developer, all right? He's a graphic artist, I believe, too. Yeah, he's a AAA artist, all right? So that's what he is. He says, after some private DMs, because he was complaining about the way that black people look in video games, all right? That's what he's complaining about. And he felt that they should be more attractive, more sexy-like. And I'm thinking to myself, well, while that's all good and dandy, a lot of video games have that, you have to understand that that's not the end-all, be-all. You have to understand that you're going to have, black representation of something, and they're not going to look that great, and that's the thing. And here's where he comes in as a racist, not Del Walker, Grums. I will talk about that in a minute, okay? So, he says, after some private DMs with the other black developers, I will no longer be publicly discussing black representation in games for the foreseeable. No more panels, articles, podcasts, nothing. This is not up for discussion, nor is it an invitation to try and change my mind. Cheers. Okay, so, for me, that sounds like a good exit. You know what I mean? Fine. Here comes Grums, all right? The AAA artist who revealed the truth about black female characters, there wasn't no truth to it. He didn't like the designs. Okay? Alright, the black female characters in games being uglified is backing off. They got to him. Looks like he had a talking to. They don't want you to know what's going on. That's what Grums said. First off, Grums, he talked to other black developers. It's not like he talked to, as y'all would say, the Rainbow Coalition. He talked to black developers. Stay out of black folks' business. Damn. How you gonna say, well, it's uglified? First off, you should know beauty isn't behind. Beauty is the eye of the beholder, right? We know that. So what other many people think is beauty, you may think is ugly. So, but that's just how it is. All right, we saw that with the Mary Jane thing, and y'all freaked out over that, and then you found out why she looked like that. So yeah, you can't really get on these people. They see everything on the surface and say, oh, that's it. Here's the thing, what makes him racist, since he wants to talk about this. All right. Never once has Mark Kern or any of these people said, let's find out the backstory to these characters. Let's see, because we should be talking about this. We should be talking about poorly written minorities. That's what we should be talking about, all right? That's the thing. Poorly written minorities. Now, with that said, I will say that this is absolutely ridiculous. Because all he did was see a black person on the screen and freak the fuck out. That's what he did. So we talk about Yasuke. I guess we should talk about Yasuke from Assassin's Creed. You know what? We'll get to it. We'll get to it. All right. But he was saying, "Oh my God, he shouldn't be there. He's a samurai. Oh my God, he's black and a samurai." It's not historically right. No one said it was historically right, bro. No one said that. I've been saying from the beginning, and people have talked to me on Twitter about this. Y'all know. If you're watching this video, you know. I've been saying it's fiction the entire time. We will talk about that because I have proof of that, okay? I didn't need anybody to come out and say it's fiction. I didn't need Activision to come out and say it's fiction. I didn't need any historians to come out and say it's fiction. I already knew this shit was fiction because it's been there for years saying it was fiction. But let's move on. I'm going to get to Assassin's Creed. Don't worry about it. We'll get to the fiction part, all right? But that's not all. Mark Kern gets upset. That's right. And if you don't know, he gets upset at the Mighty Keith. Now this is here. I'm going to read it to you. Mighty Keith says, mind you, this is not directed at anyone. This is Mighty Keith himself just saying this, all right? Tweet, downfold, let's see it. If I ever lose relevancy, I'm going to transition into a right-wing grifter. It looks so easy to manipulate conspiracy theorists and people angry at minorities. That's what he said. No one's called out. No one has said anything. Here comes Grums again. All right, bringing himself to this equation, pulling himself to it, like Mighty Keith was talking to him or something. But he says, you are once again calling all of us racist, exactly what you denied doing before when we called you out on it in the SBI stuff. Look, the Sweet Baby Inc. stuff, we already know was bad. We know, but you should have known not to take them seriously. When they decide to start, revealing people's names or stuff like that, that was the game. That was over. It was over for them. When you found out, they were like, oh, don't buy this guy's game or whatever. That was game over for him. We got them out of here. You know what I mean? But to keep holding on to it like he's doing is ridiculous. All right? Now it says, nobody's unhappy with minorities. Many other black people will say differently. I'm fucking upset with it because I'm unhappy because they never do it right. They always end up looking like, caricatures. They always end up being stereotypes. That's what we should be talking about. Like I said, this is the talk we should be having when it comes to poorly written characters. But we're not talking that. No. All right, so it says, nobody's unhappy with minorities in gaming. Gamers are unhappy with being called all sorts of things, like you're here for being unhappy with games. Now look, gamers have been called some things, but you should know by now, gamers are bulletproof. They've been called so many things and Teflon proof. They've been called so many things that they don't care anymore. And you should know that. It's not, we're still upset. No. They say, you look at this shit. Yeah, well, we can fight against it. We could just prove them wrong by playing our games and not saying anything. But it seems these days you're going to have to fight for it. I understand y'all want to just play games. I get it. I want to play games. I just want to have fun. I get it. But when you have this shit going on, you knock this shit, you kick this shit out of the front door, and then you start playing games again. You deal with these. I've said this before about this. These real issues. And you know what? I'm really pissed off at the OGs here that I came in with. Because I put it like this. Y'all argue about plastic boxes. What's better? Sony or the Microsoft Xbox, and what game is better? And I don't like this game, and you shouldn't either. And that's what y'all argue about. But when real shit happens like this, when you have clearly bigotry and racism in your community, y'all get quiet. Y'all quiet. Quiet in the motherfucker. I can't trust people like that. That's why I stand on an island on my own. I can't do that. You would think somebody would say, yo, you're right. Let me pick up the ball and go with it. You know what I'm saying? Up next. Who's up next? Next man up. They don't do that. They could spread so much awareness like that, but they don't. It's crazy. So Kern is mad at Keith. Okay? We know that. But it gets even worse because weeks go by. And guess what? Mark Kern is still talking about Keith. I don't understand. Why would you do this? Why? So let me pull it up. I'm looking for it now. Let me pull this up because Keith said something about it. He posted something saying that what's it now? There's the he posted something saying that Mark Kern, for those who don't know, Mark Kern was talking about death threats, right? He was talking about death threats. He was receiving death threats. Now look, you shouldn't give anyone death threats. I mean, over fucking video games and stuff like that. I mean, hell, I've gotten death threats. Over what? Games. Come on. Speaking about games. You're getting mad over games. And you want to dox people, you want to fight people, you want to, like I said, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I myself have called out people and say, look, test me if you want to test me. Because the facts are in my favor. The experience is in my favor. So you can't say nothing. You know what I mean? I'll give you a stern talking to like that. Because if you're really going to try me over some bullshit like this, then I'm really going to tell you. I'm really going to run you down. It's ridiculous. But Keith was pretty much saying that, since Grums keeps talking about him for weeks, all right, that, hey, I got something for you. Because Grums said when he got his death threats, they were all serious, and he felt that he needed to, go into somewhat of a hiding. He had to protect himself or whatever. Now, like I said, death threats shouldn't happen, all right? But he said all death threats were serious. Okay? That's what he said. However, he says differently when it comes to death threats. Now, like I said, he tried that bullshit over what's going on. All right? He tried it. Now, hold on. I may find the, the thing? Hold on. Nope, that's not it. You know what? I'll just throw it up on the editing part. Don't worry about it. I got it, but I can't find it right now. So, with that said, all right, this is what Mark Kern said during his interview.
Do you feel that, and we've had this conversation several times on the show, do you feel like those threats were credible? Or I'll just
I believe the first one was.
The 20,000?
The first one was the 10,000. And then after that, I believe that the others were in joke.
It goes to show you that he's not a victim. It goes to say he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't. He told people on Twitter, oh, I'm a victim, and every one of those death threats were seriously. Like I said, I'll put it up in the thing for you. And then turned around and said, oh, well, only one death threat I thought was serious. The other ones were a joke. He's fucking lying. He's trying to play victim. Again, you're not a victim. You're a volunteer. Because the shit that you spew, you wanted the rage bait, you got the rage bait. And what happened? They came for you. That's what happened. When you say stupid shit and you motivate bigotry and hatred, and I don't understand why you're doing it. And in the name of gaming. In the name of gaming. And you're telling me that this is something that's supposed to happen. Guess what? They got you. It's that simple. They got you. But there's more. Last one for Rums, okay? Because this is the one that really pisses me off. The other ones are just fucking stupid, and he just thinks he doesn't think he's these things, but I showed you, he really is. Now, with that said, Ian Miles Chong, yeah, all right? I'm only going to speak on for this part, all right? Comes out and says that NBC deleted their own video of the opening ceremony because it was being criticized too much. False. It was deleted because they were being bullied. That's why. Too many people said, hey, I hate this opening ceremony. And they were saying because of gay people. You mock Christianity. You're mocking this. It's like, dude, yeah, the execution was terrible. Terrible. Okay? But you have to also understand that the message they were sending wasn't bad. The message was, well, you know, we're equal here too. We're liberated. We're equal here. God would not turn us away. We are just like you. That's the message of that opening ceremony. And to miss that by a mile is crazy. It goes to there's a lot of stupid people out there. All right? But after what Ian Miles Chong says this, guess what? Grums. Here comes Grums. Again, they got caught, he says. Caught for what? Caught at what? Caught what? But, okay, he says, they thought that their demonic mockery would be welcome. The world rejected them. We can win this. We? Who's we? Who we? I need to go out balcony and ask who's we? Who's we? I'm trying to figure this out. No, it's you. Only cowards say we. Only cowards do. We can get together and we can do this. No, you can't. No, fuck you. All right? You do this on your own. Let's see what you can do and stand 2 feet. Let's see if you go out in the world and try and make a change. But you're not doing that, are you? You're sitting at home jerking off to your little fucking tweets. No one gives a shit about that. That's why NBC deleted it. They didn't get caught doing anything. What did they get caught of? Posting the ceremony? What did they get caught of? France is the one that brought that all up. And when France said some shit, of course Melonie Mac dropped the F word on him. So, and I showed you that earlier. So it goes to show you that this is things that they're just saying shit. And it's not true. That's what they do. We can win this. Motherfucker, are you serious? And then the thing is, there was thousands of people who liked it. There was thousands of people who retweeted it. Like, you gotta be kidding me, man. The impressions that was shown. That's crazy. That much hatred in our gaming space. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. He should be ashamed of himself, but he's not. I don't understand it. So, let's move on to the Assassin's Creed stuff. Like I said, Yasuke was a black samurai. That's what they're saying. And black folks was like, cool, we in it. Let's go. And then motherfuckers came out like Kern and everyone else saying, it's not historically accurate. Oh my God, the sky is falling. A black samurai. All right, it's not historic. Look, like I said before, I've been saying this from the beginning that it's fiction. Like I said, there's nothing to it. But I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to pull them up. All right? It's fiction. People need to shut the fuck up. They really do. I don't understand this. So, let's get to it. I'll pull up one more first for you. Here you go. Actually, I'll pull up two because it's right here. I'll start with this one. While each Assassin's Creed game is heavily inspired and influenced by history, they are works of fiction as much as we like to believe it. All right? That's one for you. Simple search would have did this. Like I said, I don't need fucking historians to tell me it's not real or not. You just look at the shit and you can see it, okay? It's not that hard to see. It's really not. But they need it. I'll give you more, okay? So, here you go. While each Assassin's Creed game is heavily inspired and influenced by history, they are works of fiction. All right? Ezio Auditore never fought against Rodrigo Cesar Borgia. Edward Kenway never unlocked the observatory, and the Fry twins never fought the Templars for London. Right there. Right there. But we have more. We have more. All right? Let's get to it. The Knights of Templar were a real military order, but their existence ended in 1312 after many of their members were burned at the stake and seen in Assassin's Creed Unity. This goes back far. We're talking Ezio, we're talking Unity, and you know what? Those games were highly rated. No one cared the fact that it wasn't historically accurate. But there's more. The idea they secretly operated behind the scenes today can neither be proven nor disproved. It exists solely in the realms of conspiracy. Conspiracy. Here we go. This is all this conspiracy theory nuts. Didn't Mike Keith just say that? Didn't he say that? All right. About the conspiracy people. All right. And manipulating them. Now, ultimately, Assassin's Creed presents a fictionalized version of history and should not be taken as fact by any means. But it does offer an intriguing basis on which to build your own historical knowledge of the people and events featured in it. Tell me again that this shit, you're going to get mad because it's not historically accurate. Tell me again. Like I said, a simple Google search will help you instead of relying on historians and all this other bullshit and making tweets and firing about them and dude, it's done. And of course, Kern came out and said not too long ago, well, now they're trying to play the fiction gimmick. No, it's been there. It goes to show you how much he knows about games, but trying to be a developer of games and trying to speak for gamers, isn't it? Isn't it? Don't know shit about games. Simple Google search. Can't believe it. However, we need to move on from Grums. We need to talk about one stuttering idiot. Okay? If you don't know, the real Game Awards are coming.
A few months ago when I announced Take Games Back, I, like many of you, had pretty much just reached a tipping point. I was and am just sick and tired of seeing gamers just disrespected by journalists and even people within the video game industry.
I'll be real with you, Chief. You late to the game on this. If you'd have said this maybe a couple years ago, maybe people would have listened. Now, nobody cares.
We've seen journalists dox people, literally call people's wives, and even challenge people to physical fights. I mean, what a joke.
While I feel doxing is wrong, it should never happen, I also know that there's some people who take this shit too far, and they do get doxed because they've taken it too far. All right? I understand that one. Now you're saying that, hey, you know, after doxing, the people are calling their wives, and yeah, you should. If you have the means to talk to someone else, if it's a kid, you talk to their mother or father, just like that. Go find your parents. Where your parents at? I'll go talk to them. That's what adults do. Where your parents at? Real quick, you say that shit if they're a kid. You know what I mean? And then if it's a grown man who's acting like a fucking idiot, and you call their wife, yeah, guess what? She gonna know. What are you doing in your spare time that you saying this shit? What are you doing? Get the fuck off the internet. That's what's gonna happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen. And then he says that, you know, well, they want to start fights with people. Look, talk shit, get hit. It's that simple. You have to understand that Vara Dark started that fight. She egged that on. She started that fight. The other girl was just willing to end it. and her. All right, it's that simple. All right, so I'm not trying to hear any of this garbage, but go on.
As I said before, it's one big club, and you're not even invited to it.
Everyone I've talked to today is in one big club, if you noticed. All right? Ian talks to Kern talks to Court talks to Melonie talks to Kern talks to this guy, as you saw the video when he was interviewing him. All these people are together. They have their own cool kids club. This is Gamergate 2.0, and it's not against the SJWs. We hate it when the SJWs did it. Now the other side is doing it. If you haven't realized, the other side's doing it, and now we have to take care of them. We took out the trash for the SJWs. Let's not let these people do the same thing, try and make careers off the back of this. Anita got away with a fast one. She did. But we don't need the equivalent of Anita coming on and doing a fast one too. It's just that simple.
To it. And the worst part about it is that these people have the gall to think that they get to decide the best games of the year at some overly corporatized, super sterile award show that plays it safe.
Isn't that what all media has done? Before the Video Game Awards, they do it to this day. Even gamers have their own thing where they say, hey, this we want to have our own award show, pick out of this. It's no different. It's no different, bro. What makes you think that seeing that now and being upset about it, you know what I mean? Because in your G4 days, you didn't get upset, and they were doing them then. All right? So now all of a sudden, got some sponsoring, it's got some backing. Look, I've told y'all before, I do not give a shit about the VGAs. I do not care. All right? I don't care about any award show that has to showcase games or any award show that has to do with acting or anything like that. None of it. All right? I'll comment on it when it comes on Twitter or something like that when I see it in my feed. But other than that, you don't see me caring. People be asking, you gonna watch it this year? No, I didn't watch it last year. I didn't watch the year before that. I didn't watch the year before that, and so on. I don't care. So as far as I'm concerned, this dude being upset that, oh, this is something that we really need to talk about, about the video game industry that you once were a part of, and you're mad because they don't respect you. Look, other people don't respect you because of what you're trying to do. So it is what it is, I guess.
Not anymore. Starting today, Take Games Back is officially called the Real Game Awards. I've always thought the phrase for gamers, by gamers is extremely cliche, but I gotta be honest, that's exactly what the Real Game Awards is. You decide what you like best, not some activist blogger out of San Francisco or New York. We're gonna remove all that bullshit product placement and all that celebrity nonsense that's thrown in there. Get right to the core of it. It's about games.
So that's your grift. Real Game Awards. And of course, you're going to need money for an upstart for this, I believe. So you want to present a new Game Awards show that does nothing. It doesn't matter. None of these games mean nothing. Like when it comes to awards, it means nothing. Hell, they gave Boogie an award, and he just got finished, getting caught lying that he had cancer and got $10K out of it. I mean, those awards and that shit don't mean nothing. Nothing. So I don't understand where you're going on with it. I want to make an own award show. Okay, then make it on your own. Go ahead. You don't need any of us. Right? Right?
If you're tired of all the nonsense in the video game industry and want to help reclaim the voice for actual gamers, become a voting member of the Real Game Awards.
A voting member. How much is this going to cost?
And hell yes, we're going to gatekeep, which is why it costs $30 a year to become a voting member. If you become a member today, guess what? We're actually taking suggestions for categories right now. Yes, you will decide the categories voted on in this year's award show.
So you want $30 for people to vote. That's absolutely insane. I can see why no one takes this seriously. $30 to vote. Do you have a venue or anything? I'm just wondering, because if you're doing it this year, where are you going to have it at?
In 2024, we want to do a digital event because our goal is simple. We want to save as much money as we can for 2025 where we can hold a physical event. I don't care if we do it at a Buffalo Wild Wings. The point is, we gotta take action.
So let me get this straight. You want $30 for every voter, $30 for every voter just to sit at a Buffalo Wild Wings and talk about a game that you liked and should be given a year? Wait. Can't gamers do that on their own? Can't they get their friends together and say, hey, let's go to Applebee's, or we can go to Waffle House, and tell them that they like their certain games and just tell each other? I don't understand. Why do you need money for this? I mean, if 2024 is at a Buffalo Wild Wings, then what 2025 will look at when you get your venue? I don't understand and these prices are crazy. I can't believe you're trying to hustle people like this. You're trying to take advantage of gamers like this. You need to go sit down, and you need to really think about yourself right now. There's a reason why no one really cared for you when you were on G4, and then you lost that, and then you've done nothing since. All right? Now you're sitting here doing interviews with Mark Kern and trying to raise money for this bullshit. It's not going to happen, dude. Just stop. It's not going to. And anyone who's giving money to him, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should. Just saying, you should be. All right, gamers, we're coming to the last part of this. All right, I want to talk about this real quick. The FGC. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The FGC. Now, before anyone says that Smash is not part of the FGC, no. Locals still run Smash. Damn near every local still runs Smash because the tournament is how popular it is. Smash is part of the FGC. Let that clear. All right? You may think they're weird or whatever. That's fine. You may think they're pedophiles. Yeah, well, guess what? We're getting to see that now. The FGC has a problem with pedophiles, all right? For those who do not know, Zero, an admitted pedophile, is back to going to tournaments. They're letting him back in places. They're talking to him and saying nice things to him. You know what I mean? Like, he's there now, and he's allowed to. And as he says, and I want to make this very clear, what he says about this. All right, let's get clear. I don't even know why this one's up. I didn't even touch that one. Let's make this very clear when it comes to Zero. All right. He says, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? There it is. All right. He says, yes, I went to a Smash tournament. The TOs and the CFL are based. Everyone was really nice too. Very fun time. I'm not really a Smash player anymore, so I'm not looking to really be out there. But I'm welcome some places. Appreciate those in real life with kind words and much love. That's what he says. Okay? No. Wait. He's got more. I just gotta find it. That's all it is. Because it's, like I said, Zero. It's all it is. So he goes on to say that, what, is this it? Yeah, here we go. Also, I'm not exactly banned everywhere. I am invited to some events and regions. The whole scene isn't just USA. Tournaments are privately organized, just like how the other tournaments have received banned players. Difference is, I show up through the front door. All right? Ultimately, though, I am happy that likely my last tournament ever was a positive experience. Everyone who spoke to me showed me kindness and concern. People were hyped watching me play, and we had fun. I also applauded the TOs for sticking with their beliefs and not simply bending. So they didn't bend to the fact that you were a pedophile, a admitted pedophile, and that you shouldn't be banned. That's what we're talking. That's their beliefs. That's what we're talking about now. He says, last thing, Esam fist bumped me at the start of the day. But I think he had no idea who I was at first. Yeah, because for those who don't know, Zero went through a big transformation, what he looked like as opposed to working out and everything like that. Now, the thing is with Zero is that he has a tendency online to talk shit about fighting people. So, all right, fine. You want to fight? I stepped in. When you want to fight? You think you're so good and bad and cool? When you want to fight? And of course, he ducks that every time. He just talks shit. He's just blowing smoke up your ass. He really doesn't want to fight. It's that simple. But it goes to show you, people, all these cool kids in the FGC, they got a problem. They still haven't found out the other people from Mr. Wiz, and we know who those people are. Every big TO that was cool with him, every big, every player that was cool with him. Mike Watson said it best. So it goes to show you, the FGC isn't really trying to take care of the scene. They're not trying to make it safe for kids. It's all about them and their little fucking egos. These are grown men. Again, mentally stunted 13-year-olds. I just want y'all to take away from this is that every person has shown their true colors. I've simply just shown you it. All right? Maybe a little rough around the edges, but shit, I haven't done a video in months. You know what I mean? I haven't done it in months. But you should know that it's still there. All right? The truth is there. You can't hide from your receipts or your deleted tweets or anything like that. It's on the internet. It's there forever. It's that simple. I hope y'all really take this in consideration about the people that you follow and the people that you watch and understand that they're not good people. And like I said, it's their little ragtag bunch. They all have a get along in a little circle. So we're just, it's definitely Gamergate 2.0, but not aimed at the SJWs or Sweet Baby Inc. or DEI or whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's a distraction. That's what that is. It's a distraction for them to be big, to make money, that's all it is. Don't let them do that. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Y'all be safe. I'm out.
If you're a man and you vote for a woman to be president, you're a faggot.